Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Savasta,
Swasta,
Tivasta,
Swasta.
Hi, I am Parivartan, co-founder and CTO at Twasta. Myself, Aditya and Vidya Shankar, we have started from Center for Innovation, a club in IIT Madras. So we have started a 3D printing club where we were working on different types of 3D printers and generally exploring the technology. So in that there is a incubation program called Nirman, where IIT Madras encourages students to come up with ideas and then start their own ventures. So as part of that journey, we have started this company. We were looking at different opportunities in 3D printing space and identified there is a lot of productivity improvement that can be done in construction industry, and additive manufacturing can contribute a lot in that industry.
Twasta, a Sanskrit word that refers to the process of creation, is the name of this startup that builds end-to-end technology for enabling 3D printed construction in India. They have built the software, machine, material, and process necessary to make this happen. Using 3D printing technology, they want to provide a better shelter and workplace for all.
So there are a lot of dependencies in the construction industry. There is a lot of requirement of the construction which is there inside the construction industry for the poor people, for the MIG and for the LIG as well, and for the infrastructure being India as a developing country. And the kind of technologies which are there inside the market will not be able to fulfill the requirement. So that's what we started working on, concrete 3D printing being one of the technologies to automate the construction. So the idea here was to automate the construction so that productivity can be higher, can be more economical, can be more greener, and same align with these ideas, we can also improvise or increase the life standard or the living standard of an individual, which was not being taken care of with the conventional construction methods. So this is the problem that we are trying to target, and the solution is the idea is to automate the construction process, and one major tool that we are using right now is the concrete 3D printing, and using which we will be able to automate the construction process. We will be able to bring down the dependencies on the laborers. We will be able to upskill the labor more, and we will make the construction more greener, more sustainable, and in very fast time.
Let's get to know about the process of how they incorporate 3D printing technology into construction and build houses.
We actually construct houses with machines. In a layman's language, the process goes in this way. Whatever things needs to be constructed, for example, a building needs to be constructed, we made a 3D model of the building using any design software, and after that the design is being fed to our Twasta's software, which will actually make a machine language, which we call it as G-code, which is nothing just X, Y, Z coordinates, which our machine will follow when the construction is going to happen. So once the machine language or the G-codes are being generated by our software, it is being fed to the machine, and parallelly we will also prepare our proprietary mix. So all these three pillars joining hands together and the construction will happen. And after that we will do a little bit of post-processing like fitting up the fixtures, fitting up the doors and windows and MEPs and other things. So right now I think we have automated most of the construction part. Now we are focusing more on the automation of the finishing aspect so that we can increase the productivity more. And the major pros of concrete 3D printing industry is you can deploy as much machine as you can, so that you can do construction day in and day out with very high productivity.
So at Twasta, we're really looking at redefining what architecture and design means for construction in general, not just of buildings, but also of public infrastructure, furniture, etc. If you see the current state of the construction industry, it's quite linear and wasteful. That is because the designs that are made are not made specific to the method and process of execution. But with advanced technology like construction 3D printing, it is possible to make design more circular, efficient, and iterative. And you can design to optimize the tech that we provide, design for the machine, design to optimize material, design to optimize software. So let's take a look at India's first 3D printed house. So for our first 3D printed house, we wanted it to be modest, compact, and relatable to the general audience. If you can see, we have plastered most of the surfaces, but we have retained some of the actual 3D printed surfaces. Our 3D printed walls are actually hollow on the inside, so we can fill the walls with plumbing conduits, electrical conduits, and even thermal insulating material. If you can see, all of these were pre-planned during printing process itself, so that after finishing there is no need for extra chipping or chiseling on site. So this is a 3D printed brick, and you can see it is different from our conventional cuboid brick, but it has the same structural integrity and it can host a lot of functions within the volume itself. And the main advantage of 3D printing is mass customization. So I can make this brick except in many different sizes and forms within the same time and volume for the same. So it's moving away from mass production to something that is even one step higher, which is mass customization. And with 3D printing, we're also able to get a lot of textures apart from your plain finish and the plain 3D printed finish. So this house is done through offsite 3D printing, which is basically 3D printing our parts in the factory and then assembling on site.
The government also recognized their efforts, and their first solitary story house was inaugurated by the Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman.
The Government of India has started Global Housing Technology Challenge, and as part of that, Twasta has been selected as an incubator. And through ASHA program, there is a good support and good encouragement that has been given to startups in the construction technology space.
Innovative solutions like these are providing an impetus to our country, and these innovators are taking our nation to great heights.
There will be always problems around you. Identifying the problems and then taking that leap of faith and solving it. So that is something we can see that will be rewarded in the long run.
We foresee ourselves to actually construct more and more in a very minimal time and keep improvising the living standard of an Indian family and fulfill their dreams at an economical price.